A century had passed since Earth was cast into silence. The stars forgot our name, but they never forgot our echo. Now, when the galaxy stands on the edge of ruin, the exiled ones are coming home, not with vengeance, but with light. Before we continue, please like and subscribe for more upcoming stories. They said humanity was gone, that the Sol system was a graveyard, sealed behind council edict and memory. But the truth was simpler and far more dangerous. Humanity hadn't vanished. It had gone quiet. And in that quiet, it had learned. The crisis began at the edge of the spiral arm, in the Valan core, where the council had been born. A cosmic filament, dormant for millennia, suddenly awoke. A wave of dark energy, invisible but merciless, consuming entire sectors in silence. Planets simply dimmed. Stars went dark without a sound. No weapon, no fleet, no technology could stop it. The council called it the unraveling. Desperate broadcasts spread through the void. Emergency declaration, requesting aid from any remaining fleets. Power grids collapsing, life support failing. Please, anyone. And somewhere beyond the council's reach, in a region once labeled Forbidden Terran Space, someone listened. In the cold light of the Andara Nebula, a fleet stirred. Sleek silver ships, their hulls glowing with soft blue lattice lines, came alive after decades of silence. At their center stood the flagship Eidolon, her name whispered like legend, a relic of exile, reborn from myth. Inside its command deck, Commander Leon Reese, granddaughter of the ambassador who'd once defied the council, stood before the viewing window. The stars reflected off her eyes. Calm, unreadable, deeply human. Signal received, her AI reported, voice soft and resonant. Valan Prime collapsing. Estimated loss, 3 billion lives. Leon didn't move for a long moment. Prepare the fleet, she said finally. We're going home. The council didn't see them at first. 1,000 exiled vessels emerging from the black without announcement or fanfare. Their arrival wasn't a conquest, it was a correction. Where the council's fleets fell apart in panic, Terran ships moved in seamless formation. They deployed energy stabilizers, wrapped entire worlds in artificial magnetospheres, reignited failing suns. For the first time in living memory, the galaxy saw human ships bearing no flags, only the symbol of the open hand, holding a star. The Valan High Speaker, old now, trembled as he watched his world's sun pulse back to life. Who commands them? He whispered. From the comms, a voice replied, calm, grounded, unmistakably human. We do not command, we build. It was Commander Reese. The unraveling isn't a weapon, she said. It's entropy, a natural death of your star network. We warned the Council a century ago to shift power away from lattice cores. You ignored us. The speaker swallowed. You're here to gloat? Reese shook her head. No, we're here to save what's left. And with that, humanity began to do what it always did best, fix what others had already buried. Weeks turned into months. Terran engineers worked beside alien scientists who once voted to exile them. A Theraxis medic wept openly as human doctors revived his frozen patients. Even the most xenophobic Valan officers found themselves standing in silence as humans risked their lives in the collapsing orbital rings. The phrase spread again, older now, but truer than ever. The exiles are watching. And this time, it was said not with fear, but with hope. But not everyone welcomed the return. The Council of Purity, a faction of species that had built their identity on human absence, saw the writing on the wall. Their entire ideology, order through obedience, stability through uniformity, was crumbling under the weight of human defiance. They gathered in secret. If they save us, one hissed, they own us. Better to burn, said another, then live under their shadow again. And so they unleashed the one weapon the exiles hadn't expected, a pulse that tore through the commnet, not of energy, but of lies. The propaganda spread faster than any virus. Humans caused the unraveling. The exiles returned to enslave the council. Their technology is a trap. Panic flared again. Ships turned on their allies. Old scars reopened. Reese watched it unfold in disbelief from the bridge of the Eidolon. "They still can't help themselves," she muttered. "They need an enemy, even when the void itself is devouring them." Her lieutenant, a quiet young man from Mars, looked at her. "Then we'll give them the truth, the way we always have, by surviving." When the unraveling reached the galactic core, it became clear there was only one solution. Someone would have to ignite a counterfield deep within the heart of the dying energy web. A one-way mission. Every alien species refused. Too dangerous, too unpredictable. Only one fleet volunteered, the Exiles. In the Council's final broadcast, the Valen High Speaker appeared before the galaxy. His once arrogant voice trembled as he spoke. "A century ago, we exiled Earth. We believed their defiance was chaos, their independence, threat. We were wrong. They are what we should have been." He turned to Reese, standing beside him on the dais. "Commander, what do you need?" She looked out at the sea of species, those who once shunned her kind, now silent, waiting. "Just faith," she said quietly, "and a clear sky." The Eidolon dove into the core of the unraveling. It moved through collapsing space, past gravity wells that folded like dying lungs. Every alarm screamed, every hull plate glowed white from pressure. But on the bridge, the humans worked without panic. They were calm, focused. They'd been here before, in wars, in loss, in silence. Reese stood at the command rail as the black horizon swallowed them whole. "If we don't make it back," she said softly to the ship's AI, "make sure they remember why we came." "To survive?" the AI asked. She smiled faintly. "No, to help them remember how." Then the Eidolon vanished into the storm. From every sensor in the galaxy, the readings went silent. For one heartbeat, 1,000 suns flickered out. And then the light returned. Stars reignited across the void, as if a new dawn had swept through the galactic web. The unraveling collapsed inward, contained and nullified. But the Eidolon was gone. Only fragments of Terran alloy drifted in the black, glowing faintly with residual energy, proof of sacrifice and something else. Embedded in the energy pulse that restored the stars was a signal, faint but unmistakable. A voice. Human. "We'll see you at the edge of the next horizon." Decades later, the galaxy would rebuild. The council would reform, not as rulers, but as partners. And above every council chamber door, carved in 100 languages, were the same words found in the debris of the Eidolon. Exiled once, forgotten never. Far from the known stars, beyond the rim of mapped space, a new beacon blinked. A colony, a shipyard, a city of light. And there, in that endless dark, the descendants of the exiles looked to the stars once more. "We don't belong to the galaxy," one child said. "The galaxy belongs to the ones who keep it alive." The adults smiled, quietly proud, because that was the lesson humanity had always taught best. Sometimes exile isn't punishment. It's evolution. When the stars turned their backs on us, we didn't fade. We became their light. Don't forget to subscribe for more human stories among the stars.